What's up, everybody? This is Bree. I'm out here giving you 3 tips for transplanting your garden. So we're getting down to it in the garden. I have my garden behind me. I just did some weeding this morning, and then I put up my fence because the groundhog likes to eat my lettuce. We're getting to that time. It is getting to be the middle of May. It's the beginning of May where all the plants we've been growing indoors are going to be ready to be grown outdoors. And so just a few tips for that. So the first thing is to make sure that you're growing healthy plants indoors. You want to make sure that your plants have enough water, they're not too dry. You want to make sure that they're getting enough sunlight, and then that they're not stemmy, so they're not like growing to reach the sun. If you put them in a very sunny area, they'll be able to get the sun, so the plants will be ready to come outside. The second thing is you want to make sure that you're acclimating your plants to the outside environment. So one of the first mistakes I made when I had my garden last year was I had really small little seedlings come up, and I let them grow, and I'm like, okay, yeah, let's start putting them outside, because I started growing a little late last year, so I was ready to get them outside. And I noticed something over there, but I put my plants outside. I left them out for like 6 hours. When I came back, I killed my tomato and my lettuce plants. So just make sure that you're doing it in increments. So say the first day you leave them out for a half hour, the next day you leave them out for 45 minutes, and so on for maybe about 2 weeks, where you're getting them used to the outside, the winds, the rain, and the overnight weather. And thirdly, I would say make sure that your plants are ready to come outside. So you're making sure that you're growing your plants healthfully inside, then you're making sure that you're acclimating them to the outside, and third, you want to make sure that you're ready and that they're ready and that the weather is ready to plant them in your garden. So you want to make sure that there aren't going to be any frosts coming around. You want to make sure that it's not going to be below 36 degrees outside while your plants are there. So when you get like 55 degrees at night, over a consistent period of time, that's a good time to plant. And usually that's mid-May, but where I'm at, it's raining, it's really cold. I had my plants outside all day today, but I had to bring them inside because the rain is cold. And I start to notice, bonus tip, pay attention to your plants. I know how my plants are doing based off of how they're responding to the temperature. So for instance, I had this really cool experience. I was growing rosemary. I am growing rosemary, and this little rosemary plant, I had it in a planter separate from the other herbs because this one needed more shade. And so I came home one day and I noticed the plant was slouched over like this. And I was like, oh man, I killed my rosemary, man. But then I looked at the soil and I realized how dry it was. I kid you not, I put a little bit of water in it. Like an hour later, it was erect. It was standing straight. So just paying attention to your plants and noticing, okay, I put them outside for a couple hours today. They're kind of looking like they're wilty and tired, so let me just put them for a little bit less and kind of ride that line. You want to give the plants a little bit of stress. It's kind of like, like when you're teaching a kid, you want a little bit of stress so that they can like grow above their comfort zone, but not too much to where you kill them and they die. So those are my tips for you. Make sure that you're growing your plants healthily, acclimate them to the outdoors, pay attention to the weather. Bonus tip, pay attention to your plants. Good luck gardening. This is Bree. See you soon. Bye-bye.